Alright, greetings. It's not the happiest place in the world. It's Universal Studios Islands of Adventure. It's the end of September 2019. So, alright, here to talk some hell. Not really. Here to make some connections. As usual, I gotta come up with a better word, but either way. There's some channeling. I saw one of the YouTubers from another YouTube. I don't know if they know who I don't think they care, but either way. Yeah, one of the people that looks at the theme parks, you know, they do videos on this stuff. I run into a couple of them recently. So, oh yeah, about Disney. I try to be a little bit easier on them. Screw you, Illuminati. But anyway, try to be easier on Disney because, you know, there's a lot of bullshit going on there. But there is a lot of positive. I'm trying to be a little bit more upbeat about it. They're not doing themselves any favors recently. You know, they really kind of, you know, fuck themselves is a good word for it. So, overconfidence, Illuminati mentality of the dark side, you can say. It's just overconfident, and now it's biting them in the ass. So, yeah, they've been laying off people and stuff like that. The Star Wars land isn't doing so well. They'll get fixed eventually. It's out with the old regime in with the new. Eventually. So, alright, alright, yeah, connections again, and here we go. Blessings. Okay, here we go, number one. Greetings to the men in black, blessings to you, Agent N. Greetings all your service. There's a lot of suppressed energies around your Universal Studios area. Due to the mentality that's going on, basic control mechanisms, they don't want to let too much information in just yet. As for the psychic energies, because you can have a lot of, you know, your cartoons and all that really go into the soul, speak about higher dimensional energies. They have not really done. They've kind of kept it kind of light. But any being that's in space is pretty much a higher dimensional being, like your Silver Surfer, things like that. And yeah, that's pretty much your spirit world, basically. In some, right, you know, if you don't need a spaceship to fly around, you're basically connected to spirit. You know, so like your Silver Surfer, for example, is a higher dimensional being. Yeah, it's been downgraded a lot for fictional purposes. But once that starts to activate even more how powerful those beings are, they can move planets. They can bring in, you know, planets even closer. The higher dimensional beings are ones that, yeah, you can call them like the Elohim. Is another way of naming them. Yes, you can piss them off, and yes, they can be your friend. It's different energies there. So, in your connections, yeah. So you visualize, yeah, flying beings. People that fly are normally higher dimensional, even if they are in the third and fourth dimension. Because in the third dimension, you can still fly. You know, with your own energy, you can. You just shut down from it, but actually you can. Is it used? You know, Superman. He's a third dimensional being, basically. He has a higher capacity in a lot of ways, such as flight. But he's still a third dimensional being in the long run. So he has third dimensional ideas. So fourth dimensional ideas, basically, you can open up portals with your mind, instead of flying, you just go into different dimensions. So either way. So the reason I'm here is, yeah, cut to the chase. Yeah, Men in Black energies are basically a download from the astral world. as you shift consciousness from third to fourth dimension, some of you are going to start seeing us feeling our energies around. Suppressing energies only because either you're not ready for it or others are not ready for it. So cut the connection. Now, even people might want to try and throw us in jail and all that. Go right ahead, give it a shot. We don't think you have much success. Many people, yeah, they say they're light, but many of them are actually more dark than they realize. Yeah, you say if you're battling the dark, you're actually battling the dark within. You feel like you're doing it outside, but you're actually doing it within inside. There's a lot of suppressed energies that has to be released. It's basically, can we all just get along? Instead of suppressing beings and putting them in jail, why don't we just all get along? And that's easier said than done, as you can see. Many beings, you want to put people in jail and all that. If you want to put somebody in jail, that means you're trying to shut down their energy field. That means you're trying to control them. So actually, this is why you don't hear about beings being put in jail very often. I mean, there's lessons to be learned there and all that, but basically, when you get to the alien energies, a lot of beings are not in jail. They just learn from you, you understand them, and there's just a lot of layers there to grow with. So that's all I got. All right, blessings. Greetings, this is Nathaniel. Blessings from Tall Nordics. Yes, we do connect to Ashtar Command. We connect to many different species. Yeah, do shift energies. They're basically going into an upgrade state. Consciously, 2020 is basically a liftoff, a release of the old world, a release of third dimensional idea systems, materialistic ideas. Basically, humans will be keeping more energies of basically what can help them evolve. What can heighten my vibration? It can shift me out of third dimension into fourth. That's going to be obsession over time. Not just for crystals, but anything that feels, whatever it might be that heightens your energy field. That's going to be the new age. Because you're going to feel that this reality is coming apart. Not necessarily violence or earthquakes or anything like that. It's just the idea system is fading out. And that's when the new energy. So there's nothing to be scared of. Just go with the flow, because you'll adjust as you need to. Everybody adjusts differently. And there's nothing major that's going to occur. Yes, there's some that are going to try it. Yeah, the old world is trying to hold on as best they can. Through impeachment of Trump or attempts of it, basically suppressing ideas. But that's all going to lift off. That's all going to disintegrate, disconnect, come off your consciousness level. Because you're basically opening up a new level of thought patterns. So, which can cause depression at first, because you're not used to it. Basically, the mind is, as you can see, very suppressed. But as you start to open up, you may become jealous of others that are a little bit more evolved than you are, only because you live in the third dimensional mentality for such a long time. Some think they are highly evolved and really aren't. That's the norm. Even with aliens, aliens do the same thing. They all kind of, in our growth, so people believe that it needs financial collapse for awakening. When in truth, it's just idea collapse, the collapse of old ideas. And eventually a financial collapse will occur, but not yet. It's like humanity becoming more vegan, and then you're becoming more energy efficient. Now you're doing that with your cars, sort of. That still needs to be, your energy system needs to be totally transformed. And your cars are kind of showing you're in the way. So The cars have a purpose because it shows low vibrations and now you're going to a higher vibration. So you need to see that vehicle. We need to see that ascension, that shift. So it's kind of like, that's why America has so much of it. It kind of needs to see the automobile shift, because as they shift, your automobile, the technology shift. And eventually humans will travel without vehicle and just transform into energy and just flow wherever you want to. You're hitting that energy field. It just hasn't fully manifested just yet, because the human's very suppressed in third dimensional ideas, you know, sexual suppression, whatever it might be. Once again, even with soulmates, you know, realize kindred spirits and soulmates is all defined differently by everyone. You make your own rules. So with some people, the soulmate is more superior energy-wise than a kindred spirit. Kindred spirit doesn't have the same energy, or a twin flame. Or some that rather have a soulmate connections, and to them, that's the stronger energy. So everyone's going to, and for some twin flame is more advanced. Everybody operates on a different level. So there's really no right or wrong. It's what other reality you create for yourself. So there's always going to be different aspects of what everything, where the definition of everything. You're advancing out of the third dimension when it all comes down to it. Not quite yet, but you're feeling that that vibration basically. Now energies like this, your old castles and all that, that's all going to start to, you know, something you might not even want to see, stuff like that. Because that's old archon energy, old manipulations from the past. And that eventually be disconnected over time, but the suppression, you know, the society basically is naive to what's really going on. There's a possibility more of those structures being built. It's done through skyscrapers, actually. And of course, nobody thinks anything of that. But your skyscrapers are actually your new versions of castle. So you don't have necessarily a castle being built, but a skyscraper, everyone says, oh, that's normal. But it has that same energy as that. Not so friendly. It's actually a portal being built to manipulate society. So you're going to understand that over time. Of course, your human here doesn't believe in any of that, like you're told not to by the magicians that are ruling your society. That's going to change, blessings.